Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to another sold-out Raw event from Portland, Oregon.
Well, it's been too long since Raw has come to Portland, JR. These fans are going crazy.
He's not going to get caught with that one.
You got to respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King.
Oh, man! Did you hear that chair shot, JR?
I'd be surprised if there was a single person in this arena who could do it, King.
The quickest way to lose a match is to underestimate your opponent.
I don't think he's underestimating anyone, King. I think he's making it clear that he refuses to be intimidated. And here's the pin.
He reversed it. I can't believe someone as out of it as Rob Van Dam could be featured as prominently as he is here in the WWE. I don't even think he knows where he is right now.
Van Dam might seem laid back, King, but don't ever mistake that for a lack of awareness or intensity. More often than not, in the heat of competition, cooler heads prevail. And that's why his fans call him the whole damn show. What a competitor is Eddie Guerrero. He's helped just about every. The referee is out, King. Will we see someone take advantage?
I'd be disappointed in them if they didn't, JR. This is a great opportunity.
My God! Let me tell you, when a wooden table meets flesh and bone, the table wins.
It's a deadly weapon for sure, JR.
This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
They sure are, JR, and I love to hear it.
Rob Van Dam is such an amazing athletic competitor. There's not a doubt in my mind that he's one of the biggest stars in the business.
You've got to be kidding me, JR. I think you're more out of it than RVD is. Van Dam might have a few fans, but that doesn't mean he's as big a star as he seems to think he is.
Something wrong with your eyes, King? You need glasses? Look at all the RVD fans in this arena. There are many other superstars who get this kind of reception.
Well, just because a bunch of people believe something, that doesn't make it right. It wouldn't be the first time the fans have backed the wrong horse, JR. I think I know who's going to win this one, JR.
Oh, really? Enlighten us, King.
Wait a second. Why are you so eager to hear my prediction?
Because I want to know who's going to win. And 9 times out of 10...
Oh my gosh! Not the table!
Boy, somebody's going to be picking splinters out of their gums after this one.
That table's in a million pieces, but it looks great compared to who just went through it. Look at this, JR. Can you imagine Smackdown putting on a match half as good as this?
No disrespect intended on Smackdown colleagues, but no, I can't kid it. That table's about the last thing you want to get hit with.
I guess it's better than being put through the table, but not much.
These top rope moves are always difference makers, for better or worse.
He's going for the cover, JR.
I think this crowd has decided to exercise the right of free speech.
God bless the First Amendment, JR.
I can't think of a superstar who's overcome the odds in a more dramatic way than Eddie Guerrero. Talk about earning your spot.
I couldn't agree more, JR. Eddie's what you call a real inspiration. No matter how bad things got, he never gave up.
And no stranger to dark times is Eddie Guerrero. But a man isn't judged by how far he falls, but by how hard he works to climb back up.
And by that standard, I don't think you can say that there's ever been a greater superstar than Eddie Guerrero. So, JR, are you enjoying the match so far?
Yes, I am. I think these superstars are putting on more than a hell of an exhibition here tonight.
What's your favorite part of it so far?
I don't think it's happened yet. My favorite part of the match will be when you quit yapping and let me enjoy it.
Now, JR. Keep your words soft and sweet because you may have to eat them later. It looks like they've slowed the match down a little. And I think that's some good strategy right there.
It certainly is. Neither combatant can afford to lose this fight and fall to the mat. Well, you can't ever accuse the WWE fans of being shy about saying what's on their minds.
You sure can, JR. And I don't think we'd have it any other way. I've got to say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be, King? These are some of the finest athletes in all of sports entertainment.
I know that, JR. I'm just saying that this has been a great match so far.
It has indeed, King, and I think it's only going to get better from here on out.
I love the fact that these fans always cheer so loudly for Eddie Guerrero, a superstar who doesn't even try to hide the fact that he wins his matches by lying, cheating, and stealing.
It's a Guerrero family tradition, King. He's proud of it. And it's not something that Eddie tries to hide. You know exactly what to expect when you get in the ring with Latino heat.
So what you're saying is, they love him because he's honest about being dishonest? That's so crazy, it just might be true. You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be... No, go ahead and say it, JR.
All right, I will. I think this one's got all the makings of a bona fide slobber knocker. I think this crowd's giving these superstars a piece of their minds, King.
Are you sure they can afford it, JR? I've been looking forward to this match all night, JR. I can't believe it's finally underway.
This has been a hotly anticipated contest. And as far as I'm concerned, it's living up to the hype.
No question about that, JR. The fans certainly seem to be into it, that's for sure.
And when it comes down to it, that's all that matters.
After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King. The WWE superstars are trained professionals.
And even they don't walk away from every match in the best shape.
They sure don't. We've seen more than one superstar taken out of here on a stretcher. Sounds like this crowd's got something on their minds, King.
Who cares about them, JR? Look what's going on in the ring. Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths were going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the heck is a government mule anyway?
It's what you get beat like when you're in the middle of a slobber knock. And if you don't...
It looks like he might be going for the submission here, JR.
He sure is. He's got the lasso from El Paso locked in.
These superstars sure aren't going easy on each other here tonight.
What'd you expect, King? This isn't ballet, you know.
Oh, really, JR? You've got to be some kind of idiot to fall for that.
And it's been reversed.
Flat on your back with your shoulders on the mat is no place to be. Watch out! He reversed it! So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself if it's all the same to you, King.
See, JR, this is exactly why Raw is the number...
Oh my, he's bleeding! That's an unfortunate side effect of this very physical competition.
An unfortunate side effect? JR, this is what it's all about. Beating your...
He's on top of that turnbuckle, but I think he wants to get higher.
He always wants to get higher. And there he goes! 5-star frog splash!
I I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
That's probably just gas, JR.
Well, I did have some good old Oklahoma barbecue before tonight's show, but I don't think that's it.
Listen to the crowd, JR. I think they've got something to say to these superstars.
And if they're smart, they'll listen. Remember, without these fans, these superstars are out of a job. You can feel the electricity in this arena. The crowd knows what's on his mind.
And there it is, the 5-star Frog!